running into one, and Logan with a big double. It's good to see. And, that's what we got to do. We got to keep going. We're going to keep finding guys that make decisions and be ready when that pitch comes. And I thought Carson Montgomery was very good. Kind of ran out of gas. I was trying like crazy to get him the W, but it was really positive step forward for him and for us. Shout out to the fans. They were awesome. A little weather delay there. They stuck around, and the guys were excited. Great energy in the dugout. Questions?
Go to Brett first.
How excited were you with the way the hitters attacked tonight? I think they had 6 first pitch hits in the first 2 innings.
Yeah. Again, that was kind of what we thought we were going to get. The guy tries to sink it and get ahead, and he left a couple over the middle of the plate, and guys in their hot zones, and it was time to go. It was very encouraging.
Corey?
Yeah, is that when you look at Carson, I know he hadn't pitched in a while in a real game, so getting up into 88, 90 pitches was probably a lot for him, but those first 4 innings, is that what you're talking about when you say this kid can be extra special?
Yeah, he walked 3, and that's something he's got to improve upon, and he knows that. He's such a neat kid that is a sponge. He's a great teammate. He's got a chance to be really, really special. And I didn't think he had his best stuff. I don't know what his strike percentage was, but he made pitches when he needed to, and again, he's a difference maker.
You knew it was only a matter of time before Robbie kind of found it after the start he's gotten off to. But for him not just to find it, but 3 homers in 2 games, what can you say about what he's been doing differently lately?
Yeah, it's just, again, the core foundation of what we try to do offensively. And, there's been times in which Robbie, what? Why would you? He's just, again, it's like the flu. You got to let it run its course, and then. Because if you start letting your mind wander and you start changing things, then that can really snowball on you. And he's never deviated from, his swing. It's just he hasn't been able to put it all together until now. Sure good to see.
How important is Logan to this team and the flexibility he gives you in the lineup, especially with Reese out now for a little bit?
Yeah, he's a really good athlete. He does some freakish things in the weight room. And, again, he's always had that, low strikeout total, and he's been good about that. I want him to bunt more because he can really get down the line, and he can play center field as well as third base. He can play any outfield position for that matter, and he smoked that ball and put together some good ABs.
That's all.
This feels kind of like a young team still, and you talked about how badly you wanted that win Sunday in Blacksburg, and then obviously whenever you play Florida. I don't know if you're pushing the team or riding them hard, but they've responded the last 2 games. Just how encouraging is that overall?
Well, it's just they genuinely like each other. It's a good group, and they know that, we weren't where we were going to be, and they kept going. They kept pushing, and the energy in the dugout and guys, feeling love from their teammates is powerful stuff. And, I really like what I'm hearing and seeing in the dugout and the camaraderie, and it's a loud locker room right now, and it should be.
I know it's a dumb question, but what does it mean to beat these guys? They had y'all's number for quite a while. Now that's 2 in a row. But just for this team specifically, to play like that against a team like that, what does it mean and what could it do?
Well, Corey, we're playing a game. And you have to play the game, not the opponent. And I know it sounds cliche, and sure they're our rival, and we want to whip theirs and they want to whip ours, but we just weren't playing good baseball all the way around. So it's good that we got sloppy there at the end, but we'll get that corrected. And again, we need W's. We need to RPI. We need a lot of things. Of course, it's good to beat the Gators, but. We've got a lot of improving to do. We're going to play a, very, very good Miami club in Miami, and we'll be on time down there.
Brett?
In a lot of big moments this year, it seems that Nelly has stepped up. Not just offensively, but also defensively. Just how big of a strides has he made as a leader this year?
Yeah, he definitely has. You know, the longer the guys are in the program, the more comfortable they feel. And, you know, that block and retrieve and accurate throw to second really, you know, kind of said, we're not having this. We're going to play hard nosed and fundamentally sound. And he's invaluable. Tough nut.
Kurt.
For a game that had kind of as lopsided a final score as this one did, if in the fifth inning there felt important when you kind of went to Chase out of the bullpen. Obviously, how nice is it to have a guy, because a bad situation there, it's really an entire new game, and to see him really building on maybe not the start to the season he wanted.
Chase is that calming effect, you know, the old Jesse Orozco, if you will, for the old timers, that you know what you're going to get. And you don't like the way things are going, it takes him 5 pitches to get ready, and he's in the ball game. And that's what he does. And, you know, his maturity and leadership is second to none.
Good Aslan for the last one.
Two things, Meat. I know it wasn't a save opportunity, but is Davis Hare kind of that guy that you're going to rely on, you think, going to the 9th inning? And then Ryan Romano, I know you said he sustained facial injuries. I guess to see him kind of have one hit at him, quite with some velo on it, and for him to make that play, he seems to be pretty fired up. What will that mean for his confidence moving forward?
As far as the pitchers, we still haven't, you know, exactly said this is what we're going to do, but, you know, with Purdue and Davis, but I definitely wanted them to see. I wanted to see how they would react to the environment in a rivalry game, because we're going to figure it out at some point, you know, which one is going to be the one we're going to go to, and it may be a two-headed monster. There's nothing wrong with that when you got two guys that you feel like can handle it. But you know, Romano is again, that was a long time that he took off. And, you're right, that's not something that is easy to come back from. You know, players are cruel, but we had a pop-up drill the first time back, and you know, as soon as he caught that first one, everybody cheered, and you know, kind of loosened him up a little bit. So, but he's a good player.
Awesome. Thanks, folks.
Thanks, guys.